Hey everyone, this is Chuck here with MEC. This video is going to be about something fairly complicated that I'm going to try to make as simple as possible. And we're going to talk about screen resolutions. Now when you look at any screen, whether it's a laptop or a television, there's two things that makes that screen special. The first is the size of the screen. Obviously laptops are going to be fairly small screens. And if you go somewhere to like Best Buy, you're going to see a wall full of humongous TV screens. So the size of the screen is the number one thing, but every screen also has a resolution. The resolution, in the easiest way that I can put it, is the number of pixels in that screen. Pixels are small dots or squares that make up the image on a screen. Now, you can have a smaller TV, like a 40-inch, that has a 4K resolution, which I'll tell you what that means here in a second. You can also have a very big TV, like a 90-inch, that's also a 4K resolution. So even though the size is different, the resolution could be the same. And let's talk about what resolution really is. So when you see these terms like high def, full high def, 4K, 8K, they're telling you how many pixels are in the screen. So for full high def, or sometimes people call that 1080p, if you get a magnifying glass out and look really close and count them, there's 1,920 pixels on the top of this screen. And then on the side of the screen is 1,080. So that's where they get the 1080p number from, is that vertical side of the screen. For laptops, full high def is very common. That's a good laptop screen nowadays. The higher end laptops, like Macs or kind of like the gaming laptops or the creator laptops, you're probably gonna see resolutions closer to 2K, which is 2,560 across the top, and 1,440 across the side. You also might see that as 1440p, which is the number of pixels on the vertical side. And when you get into televisions, the vast majority, 95% of TVs, are in the 4K resolution nowadays. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a 40-inch TV or a 90-inch TV, 4K means every one of those TVs is gonna have 3,840 pixels across the top, and 2,160 pixels across the side. The very high-end TVs that are starting to come out, all of those are 8K. Now what that means is no matter what the size, you're gonna have 7,680 pixels across the top and 4,320 pixels across the side. Now when you look at that, depending on the screen, you may or may not see a difference. You might have to look really, really close to actually see the difference. And that is the pixel density. Basically, if you take a screen and you take 1 square inch of that screen, if you have a resolution like 4K on a 40-inch TV, there's gonna be a lot of pixels in there in 1 inch because they have to make them smaller to cram them in that screen. If you look at one of the huge TVs like the 90-inch TVs, that also is a 4K resolution, if you look in that 1 square, the pixels have to be a little bit bigger to fill up that whole area size. So the pixel density is a little bit smaller. To get a crisp image, you kind of want a high pixel density. So getting a 50-inch TV that's 4K might look a little bit more crisp than a 90-inch TV that's a 4K. But they're all still gonna look fantastic. And one last tip. If you're in the market for a TV, right now there's really no 8K content. So when you turn on your app like Netflix or Hulu and you go to watch a show, even though your TV might be an 8K resolution, the content that you watch very likely is not going to be an 8K. So you're going to have a super awesome TV, but you might not really be able to utilize all of the awesomeness because of the content that's out there nowadays. That is going to change in the future. We're going to start to see more content, but for today, if you have to buy a new TV, a 4K is probably going to be a good deal. And I think that's it. I know that was long. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to our videos. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us at teammidwest.com. And remember, together, our future is bright.